Hey, what's up guys? How we doing? It's been a little bit. I took the week off. I had knee replacement surgery. Man, it's no joke. So yeah, I had it completely done on my left knee. It still hurts. Starting to hurt me right now. I'm thinking a smaller chair would have been a better idea for this video, but screw it. Got some stuff I want to talk about and we'll run through it.
I'm in the empire business.
Everybody love everybody!
You all know exactly who I am.
All right, guys. So we all know Jason Lawrence, the legend of Jason Lawrence, the anti-hero. We all love him. He's super talented. But I had to giggle when I heard what came out this week when Jeffrey Hurlings was talking about Jason Lawrence on the Gypsy Tale show. Shout out to those guys. They mentioned in my video. Pretty cool when Jeffrey Hurlings is watching your videos. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty cool. But anyway, back to J-Law. He reminds me of, it's not gonna go well. Like, have you ever been watching UFC with your buddy that like wrestled in high school and they go, think I could take that guy? No, you can't take that guy. Just because back in high school, you were on the same wrestling level as like a Frank Mir, doesn't mean through his 15 years of combat experience that he hasn't gapped you while you were drinking beer. Just not, it's not the same. And now, he probably watched Ryan Dungey and went, well, shoot, if Dungey can do it, I'll whoop Dungey's ass. Which, once again, doesn't equal out. It's not the same. It's just not. So, a perfect example of this is Damon Bradshaw. Damon Bradshaw takes care of himself. Despite whatever reputation he puts out there, he stays in shape, works his ass off, he cares about what he puts into his body. And on the other hand, Jeff Chicken Matasevich, listen, I don't want to, not so much. You know, I don't have any firsthand stories of partying with him, but I know enough people who do that I think he has a good time, and there's nothing wrong with that. But when they kind of made their comeback at the US Open, Bradshaw was in shape. He was ready to go. Matasevich, not so much. It was laughable how different their skill levels were. And that's what I think we're looking at between Dungey and Lawrence. Not that Lawrence wasn't great, not that he's not talented, but you don't live the lifestyle he was living. You don't do that without some sort of repercussions. To come back, maybe he throws down a heater and gets in the top 40. That's it. That's the extent of the success that I would give him to be international. Do I think when he actually gets out there and starts hammering motos and realizing what he has to do and looking at how rutted the tracks really get, I think he's going to pass on it. I think this is another way that kind of builds to his legend, and I almost hope he doesn't follow through, because if he doesn't follow through, we can still argue, and you guys can type in the comments, oh, but you don't have no idea how good he was, blah, 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 blah. But if he goes out there, he removes that fantasy. Don't remove the fantasy. Stay where you're at, Jason. You're not going to make any money doing this. Just keep putting up Instagram videos or doing whatever you do. Sell your t-shirts, live off the legend. Don't ruin it. Eli Tomac. Is this when Eli Tomac takes over? This is what he did in Supercross. I'll tell you what, if I'm the competition, I go, oh boy. If I'm Chase Sexton, the guy who thinks and believes he should be beating him, you got to stop the Eli train right now. I mean, Ken did a great job by holding him off, and you know, he didn't win, but he's getting stronger, and he's never really been that great in Colorado. It's funny, it's considered Eli's hometown, but Roczen owns it, you know. If they get to these softer, sandier tracks, say Southwick, where Tomac is really strong, and they can't slow him down, this middle section of the, so they broke the series up into, you know, like 4 races, 3 races, or something like that. They've got it in thirds. So 4-4-4, I believe, is what it is before they have a break. They go 4, then a break, or 2, then a break. But they broke it up. So I would say we're a third of the way through. And by this next 2 to 3 rounds, we're going to see who the title contenders truly are. They're going to separate themselves. You're going to see Eli. Without a doubt, I would bet Eli is going to separate. Is Roczen going to be there all year? I don't know. He's kind of got to go race by race. You know, that's his situation. Unfortunately, that's just where he's at right now. So, in Sexton, you got to do something. And then, you know, is Ferrandis going to come back? I don't think he will. I just have a sneaking hunch he's probably out for the year. That thumb tendon is super important. It's super important to heal correctly. And I don't know, there's not enough incentive to come out here and risk that when maybe he could line up something for a World Supercross. I don't know what his contract looks like, but I could see him wanting to do World Supercross to prep for AMA Supercross, which he really wants to win. Antonio Cairoli, great job for coming here. That was awesome. That was a 100% gift to the American fan. Like, we appreciate it. We didn't know how much of a gift it actually was. It was literally a gift on your own dime. You didn't make crap coming over here. Maybe you covered expenses and got a little bit of that gigantic prize money that they give at MX Sports. But yeah, after you bought lunch, you're probably in the negatives there. So anyway, I want to thank him for coming over. It's a bummer. And I saw a lot of people going after KTM, like, how come you can't put a bonus program together for Antonio Cairoli? Well, because they paid a whole bunch for Aaron Plessinger. They paid a whole bunch for Cooper Webb, which they probably had to do a buyout. They had to pay a whole bunch to get Dungey out of retirement. At some point, you just say, you know what? We're good. Budget's done for this year, and you move on to the next budget. We're heading into a recession, and that's what this racing is, an expendable budget. And what I've always said, like, the sport is healthy when the industry is healthy. When the industry takes a dive, sport's not healthy because the promoters do not return any of their share of the money. That share of the money is, say, if MX Sports right now had $250,000 per roundup versus the $35,000 minus, they put up 70, but they collect about $35.40 in entry fees, so I only call it $35,000. Take that $35,000 and put $250 into that purse, and guess what? Antonio Cairoli could be making a healthy living and putting on a show for us all summer long, which I think he would gladly do. But they're racers. They take risks. They can't do it for free. Back to KTM. Ryan Dungey. Whew. Is he still happy he's back? I think he thought he'd be doing better. Yes, this first 4 rounds, this first third of the season wasn't ideal for him. But let's be honest, Dungey's competitive. He said from Jump Street that he thinks he can win. And to be getting 8th place, to get sick, these next 3 rounds are going to be extremely telling as to where he's at mentally and where he thinks he belongs. Is he going to settle in for that, 5 to 8 position, or is he still struggling to try and get higher? And will he continue or do it again next year or further? All that is up for grabs. So watch him, and the body language in the next 3 rounds is going to tell us a lot. Can anyone beat Jet Lawrence? No. Yes, they can, obviously. That's, the way it is. But no, not unless Jet does something stupid. Jet is the only way that Jet doesn't win this championship is Jet does something stupid. Jet is his own worst enemy right now, which he's not. He's doing great. He's riding smart, smooth. He's got, 4 wins in a row through some sort of nasty illness. He's just... God, he's years ahead. And I know you guys are ad nauseum about how much we're raving about this kid. It's because we haven't seen one like this in a long time. Like, I can't remember the last time we had a guy like this that was a Ricky Carmichael type, that was a Travis Pastrana, James Stewart. One of these talents that just can't miss. Although I know Pastrana missed, but did he really? He might have done something way bigger. And he's way more famous than all those people. So anyway, guys, I will be back on the videos this week. Knee's doing better. But yeah, I will say, those of you that had knee replacement surgery, painful, man. This one hurts. I've had shoulder surgery, ACL surgery, foot surgery. I've had all sorts of things done. But this whole replacement thing, that's a separate ballgame. That's a whole new level of pain, and it's gnarly. So anyway, guys, remember, like, subscribe. I know, blah, 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 like, subscribe. But guess what? If I don't remind you to subscribe, unfortunately my subscribers don't go up. And I got all you guys, there's a whole bunch of you out there that watch my videos. And you're probably those same clowns that post about me on Vital. And you don't want to admit you actually like to watch my videos. You're probably part of the 79% of people that won't hit the subscribe button. Just swallow your pride, hit subscribe. Love to hate me, I don't care. But just subscribe. If you're going to watch the video, you owe me that. Thanks, man. Later.